To that controversial decision, no charges for the federal agent who shot and killed Terrence Kellom during a raid.
The Detroit man's death set off a flurry of accusations claiming police brutality. Tonight we do have Team 7 coverage of the ruling, but we're going to begin with Jonathan Carlson. He's live outside the courthouse in downtown Detroit. Jonathan.
Good afternoon. Prosecutor Kym Worthy here, shutting down any accusations of wrongdoing by that agent involved. The 98-day investigation found ICE agent Mitchell Quinn was justified in the shooting death of Terrence Kellom. Prosecutor Kym Worthy spent an hour laying out the trove of evidence that she says shows Kellom was a threat and his killing the result of his actions.
The work is intricate, it's detailed, and we must get it right.
The investigation found Kellom taunted law enforcement, saying he had a gun. He then lunged at the ICE agent with a hammer. Other officers present backing up those claims. Blood spatter at the scene proved Kellom continued to lunge after being shot. The agent was thus acting in self-defense. The family of Terrence Kellom made claims to the contrary, claims Worthy now says were unfounded.
Yes, Black lives matter. Of course they matter. But you know what else matters? Credible facts matter. And I personally have a record and a history of charging people, whether it be officers or mayors or anybody that does wrong, if we can prove it under the law. But on the other side, I'm not going to yield to any kind of pressure, number one, and I'm certainly not going to charge people that we can't prove beyond a reasonable doubt, or frankly, did not commit the offense for which we investigated them for.
Meanwhile, the agent involved has returned back to active duty. We're live downtown. I'm Jonathan Carlson, 7 Action News.
All right, thank you much, Jonathan. Meantime, Kellom's family is firing back tonight.
7 Action News reporter Kim Russell joins us now with their reaction. And Kim, this is not over yet.
It is not over. Terrence Kellom's dad, Kevin Kellom, says he is not lying about what happened at this house on Evergreen near West Chicago, that he will fight for justice for his son. His plan next, to sue. Kevin Kellom, the father of Terrence, spoke in the past, describing seeing his son laying on the ground as he was shot unarmed by police. Today he heard prosecutor Kym Worthy said the evidence proves he was lying.
My son was assassinated in my face. I will never forget that day.
While this father says he knows what happened when a fugitive apprehension team came for his son, who was wanted for armed robbery, his attorney implied he doesn't know it well enough to talk about it now. Describe what you saw.
There was
no, hold on. See, that's where we got a problem now, because you keep getting different descriptions from Mr. Kellom as to what occurred. That was one of her big problems, that he made so many different statements. He was traumatized when this thing occurred. He may say something different today.
The team of activists and attorneys around him are trying to preserve their chance at a civil case.
To stop listening to just the police edition of the story. You know, a father knows whether his son was shot in front of his eyes.
I want to answer any more questions about what you saw that day.
Attorney David Grimm, who represents the agent who shot Kellom.
What hurt the most, I think, to him was the fact that various groups sided against him and with the Kellom family without knowing or hearing any of the evidence.
Grimm says while the prosecutor's announcement is a relief, they know this isn't over.
The attorneys representing the Kellom family are committed to this case. They've already devoted financial resources, and I think that they've tried to manipulate the system, and shame on them, and I guess that's where the term shyster was, that term came about to describe some lawyers.
Attorney David Grimm says that if this does go to trial, if there is a civil suit, his client will want to testify. He will want his side of the story on the record so he can clear his name. Reporting live in Detroit, Kim Russell, 7 Action News.
All right, thank you, Kim. And we have followed this case every step of the way, covering all angles, reaching out to both sides like we do here at Action News. We'll have more coming up on Action News at 6, as well as on our website, WXYZ.com.